Right, so welcome today, everybody. I've requested that you gather, we don't need much today, a chair perhaps, or you could perch on the end of your sofa. Dining room chair might be a little bit more comfortable when we start moving, but whatever you have available. And a couple of blankets. And also either a scarf or a belt or something of the likes. And I'm just going to introduce our theme today, which is exploring different states or different types of awareness and how these different approaches bring on different effects. So I'll go through the three types that we'll focus on today, and there are really sort of three main ones. First one being focused awareness, and that's where we have an object of attention that we are concentrating on. The second one is flexible awareness, and as the name might suggest, we have a bit more flexibility. An object is still part of our focus, but the object changes. So flexible awareness is still an object of focus, but the object changes. And then natural awareness, which is a little bit more elusive, but really the goal of yoga, this unified state where we are aware of awareness itself. And this is sometimes referred to as presence. So you might just explore that just wherever you are right now. Take a little look around, and you might be able to see outside of your window, or not. If not, then just in the room that you're in. And choose an object. Choose an object within your field of vision. Doesn't matter what it is. And just take a moment to really pay attention to it. Now, as you look at your object, try not to grip. Try to still maintain some sort of relaxed softness in the eyes. But notice as you gaze at your chosen object that the rest of your field of vision lessens somewhat. As you pay full attention to your chosen object, notice the amount of effort needed to maintain that focus. But could you maintain that focus with a very gentle effort? You're not forcing it. And just be with that for a moment. Just notice the quality of that focused, concentrated awareness on one object only. So this being focused awareness. And then let that go. And now either gazing out of your window or looking around your room, and allow your field of vision to broaden slightly, and allow your vision just to move to whatever objects grab your attention. So there's no one focal object here. You're just moving your attention from object to object. If you're looking outside, you might see a bird flying in and out of your vision. You might see some leaves moving. Whatever is grabbing your attention, but allow your attention to just move from object to object. And notice the quality of this flexible awareness. Perhaps a little less effort needed here because the objects of attention are moving continually. Good, and then letting that go. And coming into natural awareness. So broaden your attention now to feel into the entire room, or look out the window to the entire visual field. And rather than having an object of focus, there is no object of focus here. There's just the spaciousness. there is a sense of awareness, so presence itself. There might be a sense of spaciousness here, so you feel the whole and look at your whole visual field, a sense of peripheral vision as well, and maybe a sense of effortless or seemingly effortless quality. And just abiding here briefly in that whole visual field, the peripheral, no particular object or no object at all, just resting here in your space. Good. So letting that go, and that's just a very brief exploration of the 3 types of awareness we'll be exploring today. And just before we get started, I'd just like to share with you an analogy from Diana Winston's book, which I've really been enjoying, The Little Book of Being. So this is an analogy said by one of her students that she shares. Focused awareness practice is like being a sailor who is trying to keep a sailboat on course. The sailor adjusts the tiller left or right to navigate where the boat is heading. If it goes off course, he moves the tiller accordingly. The sailor has a destination and is working to reach it. He may feel mastery, purpose, and clarity. Flexible awareness practice is like being a scuba diver. The scuba diver is underwater, eyes wide open, observing the array of fish, coral, and plant life that swim by or float in front of her. She can adjust her depth and amount of oxygen to investigate a particular fish, perhaps. She can also relax in one place and notice what drifts through the sparkling water in her field of vision. Scuba divers often describe a deep sense of peace and awe at the exquisite variety of undersea life. Natural awareness practice, well, it's sort of like being the water itself. So, yeah, hopefully that gives you a little deeper understanding of the 3 different types with that helpful analogy. Now, I invite you to come and sit on your chair if you're not already. I'm going to check my phone is off. And hopefully you can still hear me clearly. And just come and sit in a comfortable meditation posture. So if you need to, use the back of your chair, shimmy your way right back, and use the back of the chair if you need to. But if not, preferably you can keep your spine self-supported and elongated. Now I'm going to invite you into a focused awareness meditation. So you may like to do this practice with your eyes closed, but you don't have to. And you can just find a comfortable place for your hands to rest. So as you arrive into this seated posture, just giving yourself a moment to arrive, to settle into your own space, and to check, to review whether there is any unnecessary tension being held. So relax the muscles around your eyes, your jaw. Check your shoulders aren't riding up to your ears. Belly is soft. Hands and arms relaxed. And starting to feel your physical presence here, the physical shape of your body. Allowing the outline of your body to gradually emerge into your awareness. One example of a focused awareness practice is awareness on the breath. And as I guide you through this practice, if it doesn't feel right for you, or there's something that doesn't feel comfortable, then let it go. You can bring your attention to a body part instead of the breath. But if it feels comfortable too, invite your natural breath movement into your awareness. Just feel your natural breathing rhythm. And now refining your awareness to feel the area just below your nostrils, or just at the entrance of the nostrils. And as you allow your breath to maintain its natural rhythm, could you gently focus your awareness on any sensations of breath moving in and out of your body? Full attention on this area around the nostrils or below the nostrils, where you feel the entrance, the movement of breath into the nostrils, out of the nostrils. Now, when we do focused awareness practice, we have to make sure that we don't strain, we don't cause unnecessary tension. It's a very gentle effort, but effort all the same. And naturally, the mind will wander at some point, and just patiently guide it back to the object of focus. As you continue to maintain awareness on this area of your body as you breathe, becoming aware of any sensations here, any sensations of temperature change. Does the skin around the nostrils or beneath the nostrils feel different as you inhale than when you exhale? Staying here for a little while longer, focusing your attention only on the movement of breath as you inhale and exhale at the area of your nostrils. Gentle effort, but clear intention. Guiding the mind back whenever it wanders, whenever it wants to change its object of attention, bringing it back to this one object. As we bring this inquiry to a close, starting to feel again your body, your physical shape of your body. Feel your feet on the floor, your pelvis on your chair. Before you open your eyes again, just noticing how you feel, any subtle effects from that focused awareness practice. And just noting that as you open your eyes, And on your next inhale, extending your arms out to the side. And as you exhale, hugging the arms around your body in a kind and caring way. Inhaling the arms out, just at your own speed, at your own rate. Exhaling the arms across the body. And I'm just changing the arm, the top arm each time. And as you continue this breathing, moving practice, having a flexible awareness. So wherever your object of attention naturally gets pulled to, it might be the feeling of the movement in the chest or the upper back. It might be a more whole body experience of breath and movement together. You could develop the movement a little bit as you hug the arms. You could round the back somewhat. As you inhale, you could broaden the front of the chest, taking the arms back slightly if that feels comfortable. And if this matching of breath and movement isn't working for you, then find something that does work for you. Of course, adjusting the movement in any way that feels appropriate or necessary. A nice, kind and caring touch. And let's just hold it here. The next time your arms fold around your chest, just hold it here. Drop the head slightly and just pausing in this self-hugging posture. Flexible awareness here. Where is your attention drawn to? Maybe inviting some awareness into the back body, the back of the shoulders. And releasing the arms when you're ready. Again, if you'd like to, inhaling and exhaling with the movement, but of course, if that doesn't feel comfortable, then find a breathing pattern that is. This one, we inhale the arms up over the head as if we're pulling off our sweater, and then opening the arms out to the side. Again, I'm going to change the leading arm each time. Inhaling up and exhaling to open and lower. How might it be to have a flexible awareness here with this movement? You might feel the movement of the breath and the body together. The object of awareness might naturally move to the feeling of opening in the arms and the chest, the shoulders and the neck. Flexible awareness. As you invite this movement into your arms, shoulders, chest. One more before relaxing the arms down. And just take a moment for yourself to bring some gentle movement into the head and the neck. Whatever movement your neck and head is calling for. Might be a continual movement, it might be a pause and a lengthening. And then again, continuing on that little self-exploration into your spine. So, flexible awareness again here, as you just allow your body to move organically. Feeling into areas of opening, of length, maybe of tension and holding, restriction. And eventually coming back to sitting, coming back into an elongated spine. Again, if you're feeling tired, you can shimmy your way back to use the back of your chair. Coming into our seal massage little sequence, but I'd like us to revisit, we'll go back to our focused awareness attention now. So we've just had a little stint of flexible awareness, allowing our attention to move from object to object. With this focused awareness, when your hands come to your face, can your intention be to place your awareness on the feeling of the touch? Feeling of the touch, as if you're washing your face in the morning. Focus awareness only on where your hands touch your body, your skin. And down into the neck when you're ready to. And you can make the massage as strong or as light as feels serving for you today. So even though our object of our body is changing, it's still a focused awareness. We're still focusing our awareness on this touch, this feeling of touch in our body. Can that be where our full attention is on? Finding your own massage technique. It might be squeezing it and releasing. It might be stroking if you feel you need something a little more gentle today. And start at the shoulders, working your way down. And awareness on this sense of touch, this feeling of touch on your body. How does the squeeze and release feel, or the stroke, or the brush? And then when we come to the chest, one hand on the upper chest, one hand on the belly, little circles in opposite directions, giving a gentle pressure through the palms of the hands. Full attention on that object of touch, area of touch. Change direction when you're ready. And it's quite vigorous to generate a little bit of heat here. More awareness. And then letting that go and just brushing the legs. You might brush all the way down the legs, maybe just the thighs. Maybe just having a brush down the whole body. So if you were brushing off water off the skin. Still attention, focused attention on this touch. On this touch on your body. And then just come to rest in stillness, using the back of the chair if you'd like to have a more relaxed posture. Closing your eyes if that's comfortable. And just arriving here in your own space. And here with no object of attention. Let your awareness be broad, effortless, spacious. Abiding in your own presence, natural awareness. As if you're sinking your attention behind, dropping it back. Aware of awareness itself. Abiding here for a little longer without any object of attention. Just the space you're in, surrounded by. briefly review how that natural awareness practice felt in relation to the other two. And just to briefly mention here, as we move through the three different awareness practices, our aim really is to have natural awareness always as a foreground, essentially, so that when we are focusing on an object of attention, there is still a sense of spaciousness, openness, effortlessness. And we'll talk more about that a little later on. So before we come down to the ground, you may like to just take some spinal articulation. So one way could be to drop the chin towards the chest and roll down through the spine. The hands could stay on the legs, or they might just drop away. Maybe coming into a full forward bend, maybe not. You just take whatever distance and route feels suitable. Might be a little bit of movement of head as you get down. And then to roll back up, remembering to plant your feet, stabilize your legs, rolling back up through the spine, maybe taking a little chest opening as the shoulder blades draw towards one another. And again, if that felt good in your body, rolling down, curling the spine, opening the back of the body. Noticing what awareness type is present for you here. Perhaps more of a flexible awareness as you move your body, as sensations change. Remembering grounding through the feet, stabilizing the legs as you roll back up through your spine. As you next come down, you might explore just going on a slight diagonal, taking the hands over the right leg, using the stability of the legs to support and help the spine, maybe coming over to the other side, but only if this feels suitable on your lower back. If you're getting any messages that this isn't feeling comfortable or it doesn't feel quite right, then stay in the sagittal plane, the forward plane. Maybe taking one or two more spinal rolls for yourself. Engaging through the feet to roll up. Maybe taking the diagonal on each side, opening the sideways, the sides of the spine. And returning when you're ready back to sitting. So I'm going to invite you to come and lie down on your mat. And we don't need the chair anymore, so you can move that out the way if it's a movable chair. Just come and lie down on your back. You might choose to take a blanket underneath your head. And if it's comfortable to lie in a Shavasana-like shape with your legs extending away. If not, then bend your knees. Have your feet on the floor. And I'm just going to give you a moment to arrive here. You might be shifting equipment, might be taking your time. So awareness on your whole body here, lying on the ground. Being aware of how it feels lying on the ground here, shifting from that seated chair position down to lying. Flexible awareness here, so you might notice sounds coming in and out of your field of awareness. You might notice a changing of quality within your body as your body relaxes more fully into the support of the ground. So noticing what you notice. Allow yourself to be flexible. Your awareness to be flexible, moving where it is drawn. Now bending your right knee and placing your right foot on the floor and letting your left leg be long. And you can play around with where you place this right foot in relation to the pelvis. Play around with it. Let your left leg be completely relaxed. So focused awareness now on your right sole of your foot. Feel fully your right sole of your foot. Feel which parts have contact with the floor. Any parts that don't, and how that feels different. Full awareness on the sole of your right foot as you very gradually start to turn on a little bit of effort, pressing your footprint into the floor. Moving about 10, 15, 20% of effort before gradually releasing that effort, turning that effort down and off. Continue this exploration of effort, gradual effort of pressing the footprint into the floor. Gradually turning off the effort. Full awareness into the feeling of the right foot, feeling of the right footprint, the pressure changing. And there will no doubt be a want to change that object as the body perhaps starts to move a little with this turning on and off of effort through the right foot, but try to keep it. Maintain that focused awareness on your right foot. Even as more sensation come to light. And then for the last couple, allow your attention to become flexible. So you also feel the pelvis and how it rotates as the foot presses down into the floor. Allow that natural organic movement to occur and feel it. Feel this shifting, moving of your body. Where is your attention drawn to? Is it in the movement in the spine? Effort down the right leg? To your breath? Or even the sounds coming in and out of your awareness? And then when you're ready, slide your right leg away. And just taking a brief pause. Broaden your awareness so your body is just present in its own space. Resting here, the quality of spaciousness. And bending the left knee up when you're ready, placing the left foot on the floor. Focused awareness into the left sole of the foot. And as you gradually start to engage some effort through the left footprint, could your focused awareness be as effortless as possible? So there needs some effort to maintain that focus. Letting go of any grip of the mind. Focused awareness of the feeling in your left foot as the footprint presses down and gradually releases. Perhaps the effort becomes a little more, perhaps not, working within your own range of comfort. And now, seamlessly moving into flexible awareness. Feeling wherever your attention is being pulled to. Maybe the feeling of length somewhere in the back as the pelvis rotates. Flexible awareness. Object of attention changing in no particular order. Couple more here. Gradual pressing down through the left foot, allowing the pelvic bowl to rotate naturally. And then releasing the left leg, coming into Shavasana, extended legs. And just taking your own brief pause here. Pausing with yourself and your experience, however that is. No intention. Bending your knees, and this time bending both of your knees and having both of your feet planted on the floor. And this time bringing your heels pretty much underneath your knees. Your arms resting down by your side. Knees are about hip distance apart. Now this movement can be a little stronger, so of course please honor what you're feeling today and your energy level. Rolling up through your spine, so we're tilting the weight back into the lower back, flattening the lower back to the floor as we start to peel the spine away from the ground, just coming as high as feels enough for you today. And you can play here. What do you want to play with? Which type of awareness practice? It could be focused awareness practice just on your feet. It could be a flexible awareness practice where there's no particular object. There is an object, but the object changes, evolves. Moving in and out of your raised bridge. Might be that you spend a brief pause in the lifted posture. simply that you explore natural awareness. There's absolutely no object of attention. You're just aware of awareness itself. Expansive, spacious quality. And there's the energy for it, taking another 1 or 2. As you engage the back of your body, the muscles in the back of the legs, the muscles in the back itself. And then just taking extended legs, coming to rest once more in stillness. So it's present here. Coming back to bent knees, this time the feet quite wide, and just taking some relaxed, gentle final rotations by lowering the legs to one side, spiraling the spine, maybe turning the head in the opposite direction. Just briefly. Making sure that you've done equal on both sides. And then coming back to neutral and taking hold of your scarf or belt or strap. Maintaining the bent knee position and unraveling your prop. And placing your right ball of your foot, the widest part of your foot, into your strap. Having a really soft hand support here and not straining the back of your leg. So allowing the back of the leg to feel that ease here. And bringing a gentle effort here to lengthen the back of the leg. Not forcing or straining, gently easing, sense of opening through the back of the right leg. And pausing when you can feel some sensation down the back of the right leg. Nothing too strong or unsustainable. Relaxing into this opening with your attention on the sensation of the opening in the back of the right leg. Attention on the sensation of the opening in the back of the right leg. And at the same time, can there be a broad, spacious sense of natural awareness? So there is an awareness of the lengthening of the back of the right leg, but there's also a sense of space and presence. Having a sense of broad awareness. And from here you can take both straps into your left hand. Let your left knee knock into the center line of your mat and turn your right leg inwards. Internally rotate your right leg. Very gently easing it across your body. Now we're just going to keep this really gentle. We haven't warmed up heaps. Just looking for a gradual opening. Sustainable sensation of length. Sinking your attention back into the broad field of natural awareness. Coming out of this position when you're ready, you can slide your strap down your foot, so it's in the arch or even in the heel of the foot, And taking both straps now with your right hand, the left knee comes in towards the body here. And turning the right leg outwards this time, so external rotation of the right leg, as both legs open together. Gentle opening, just coming to a place that feels enough today. Don't strain or pull. Pelvis is square as possible. We're not hoiking one hip up higher than the other. Broad awareness here, spacious awareness here, as we perhaps feel a stronger sensation in these more held postures. Stronger but sustainable sensation, arising in that broad, spacious, effortless awareness. Drawing the legs back together when you're ready. Have a little shake out if you'd like between sides. And setting yourself up onto the left side. We're going straight into the left side today. Again, nice, easeful shoulders and hands. Finding an opening in the back of the left leg that feels sustainable and not strained. And just allowing that sense, that sensation of length and opening to appear in a broader sense of awareness. Spacious. Even as the sensation is present, even as the breath is present, there is a broader sense of awareness. So those changing feelings and sensations arising from. There is a sense of the backdrop. Taking both straps into the right hand when you're ready, let the right knee drop inwards and the left leg internally rotates before coming on a slight diagonal, just enough to start to feel an opening, nothing strong or strained. Keeping exploring that broadening of awareness, so we're not focused or refining our awareness on the sensation itself, just allowing it to arise in natural awareness. Transitioning when you're ready. This time, straps go into the left hand, the right knee comes in. External rotation through the left foot, the whole of the left leg. I'm just lowering my strap slightly into the arch of the left foot, opening both left leg, right leg at the same time. Same level. Not working into strain or discomfort. Softening into the background. When you feel ready, it's time to come out, then do come out. Drawing the legs together, releasing the strap. Having another little shake out if you'd like. We'll take the strap or scarf out of the way now. Placing the feet back down onto the floor. And just to stabilize the pelvis again after doing those openings, taking a low bridge. So we're just curling the pubic bone towards the navel. Just hovering the sacrum off the floor. Coming into that engagement of the inner thighs, the lower core. You might like to take one more. And then if there's anything else that your body is asking for before you come into your final rest, then please honor that. Taking any other movements or postures your body's calling for. And when you're ready to, finding your way into Shavasana. So perhaps just a vanilla flavored Shavasana today. Blanket or pillow behind your head. Maybe something underneath your knees. And maybe a blanket on top of you, keep you nice and warm. And we're not going to come straight into Shavasana yet, or straight into stillness yet, I mean. There is an invitation to do one more little activation practice before coming into a restful Shavasana. Before we do that, I'd like to share another little analogy with you. And it's referring to, it can be helpful to refer to this when working with strong sensations, pain, or difficulties in our lives, challenges. So the analogy is, if we had a teaspoon or tablespoon, let's go tablespoon of salt, and we put that salt in a small glass of water. Now the water would be very salty and wouldn't taste very nice. If we took that same tablespoon of salt and put it in a big lake, then that won't really affect the lake. We won't notice that the salt has been dissolved in there. And we can refer to that same sense of concentration of salt in relation to our awareness. So when we're experiencing pain, sickness, challenge, and all of our attention goes into focused awareness onto that sensation, then it can feel very concentrated, it can feel very strong. When we learn to broaden our awareness, to feel our entire natural awareness, our entire field of awareness, a sense of broadening, then that sensation can dissipate gradually and perhaps feel less strong. Now, there is no hierarchy of these three types of awareness. They're all used for different purposes and they all have different outcomes. But in reference to pain and discomfort, then a broader, a more spacious, and a less object-focused awareness can be really helpful. So just wanted to introduce that. We'll move through the different types of awareness practices through this Shavasana, but before you come to complete stillness, you may like to explore a little activation and release practice that can be helpful to do before coming into rest. If the body's feeling tense or restless, this can be really helpful to do before going to sleep at night. So let's feel into your whole body here. Whole body resting on the floor. Now start by engaging your toes and your feet. Now, as I say engage, don't completely tense and feel as if you're going to pull or strain a muscle. So it's just an engagement. So engaging the toes, the feet, and moving that engagement up into the calves and the thighs. So the feet, the lower legs, the upper legs are all engaged. They're all active. Just staying there for another moment, activating the feet, the lower legs, the upper legs, the buttocks even, clenching the buttocks, and relax completely. Let go of that effort completely. Let that effort dissipate. Now, fingers, hands, arms, shoulders, engaging, activating. Keep that activation, keep that engagement, activating the whole arms, fingers, shoulders. Another moment of activation. And release completely. Release that effort. Let it go. Engaging the abdomen, the lower back, the area of the diaphragm, the lower ribs, the chest, the back by drawing the shoulder blades towards one another, whole torso engaged, belly, lower back, chest, upper back, middle of torso, and sighing, releasing, relaxing. And finally, the face. So the lips, the eyes, the cheeks, squeezing the face, the neck, the jaw, angry raisin face, really squeezing everything a little longer, squeezing. Let it go, releasing it completely, relaxing it completely. Letting go into your own space. Relaxing into your body. No effort. Inviting your breathing body into your awareness now. And ever so gentle attention on your breath, moving somewhere in your body, probably your lower belly or mid to lower belly, lower ribs. Gentle, focused awareness on your breath. Mind wanders away, patiently, gently drawing it back, knowing the breath in the body. Attention on the felt sense of breath moving your body. Broadening your attention somewhat to allow any sounds to enter in and out of your field of awareness. Not labeling or analysing the sound, just allowing it to float in and out. Allow your attention to move to anything that is calling for your attention. Might be a sensation in your body or the breath. Allow your awareness to be flexible, naturally drawn, naturally noticing. And if there is discomfort present, attention quite often naturally is drawn to it. Just noticing that, noticing where your awareness is pulled to, without judgment, without resistance, allowing that to happen. What would it be now to let go of any object of attention and broaden your awareness? Just as you did at the beginning of the session with your eyes open, you opened into the space around you, your peripheral vision opened. Same here, with an internal sense, eyes closed perhaps. But as if you could open up to your peripheral. Feel into the space around your body. Feel into the space beyond that. This natural awareness. Perhaps reflecting on the analogy of the scuba diver, the driver of the boat, and then natural awareness being the water itself. Broad and spacious. Seemingly effortless. Sinking back. Now, there will no doubt still be sensations, still be some awareness of movement in the body, movement in the mind. But the more familiar we become of this natural awareness, the more those changing qualities dissipate. A little bit like the salt in the small glass of water and the salt in the expansive lake. So that the natural awareness that is normally in the background of our awareness, often unnoticed, over time becomes the foreground. Feel that presence. Unchanging, continuous, still quality. Letting go of any object's attention. Broadening into the spaciousness of awareness itself. And perhaps there is a quietening of sensation, quietening of the noise of the mind. What is left is an effortless abiding. Awareness of awareness itself. Immersing yourself into that natural awareness, surrendering into it, relaxing into it. Broad and spacious. And the more this natural awareness becomes familiar to us, over time it becomes apparent that that natural awareness is actually the very essence of our being. Part of us that is unchanging and stable. Still and supporting. That essence as the backdrop of all of our experiences that are changing, evolving, arising and dissolving. From that place of natural awareness, inviting back a sense of your physical body. Your physical body's presence within that natural awareness. Invite your breathing body back into your awareness. Arising and dissolving from that natural awareness. Body heavy on the ground, feeling your body's weight. Feeling the ground beneath your body. And perhaps taking some longer, more conscious breaths. And at some point feeling ready to move your body again, moving gently, slowly, naturally. Then you might move and articulate a little and then relax back into stillness again. Taking your time. As your movement develops, as you begin or continue that transition, could you maintain some of that quality of spaciousness, broad attention, natural awareness? Taking your time, of course, if you're watching the recording of this, or if you are at home now live, then you can turn this off. You can stay in your practice. You can rest for longer if you need to. If you are ready to move back out into your day, then transitioning slowly, gently out of lying and into sitting, some sort, on the ground, in your chair. And as you come to sit, allow the weight of your body to drop downwards, to sink downwards, feeling physically present. The shape of your body is apparent, within a sense of spaciousness, openness. So if any of this practice resonated with you today, you might like to make an intention to explore those 3 types of awareness practices throughout your day and evening. And approaching that exploration with curiosity and playfulness. So try not to get caught up in the thinking or the allergies, or use them if they help. Exploring it on an experiential level, when one might be more helpful and effective than another. So just to briefly review, then the focused awareness practice builds concentration, can be a very quick and effective way of quietening the mind and pulling your attention away from the busy chatter and into a very focused, one-pointed object. Flexible awareness can be a nice practice to use in a moving yoga practice, on a walk, if you're going walking, or when you're doing your daily activities, washing up. And then natural awareness, you can invite in whenever you need that space and that connection to your essence, essentially. Unified experience. It can be a lovely awareness to evoke when you're outside in a beautiful scenery, in your garden, opening up to the peripheral, taking it all in, receiving the experience, not trying to get anything out of it. So you may like to bring your hands together in front of your heart, getting into the space of your heart with gratitude and with kindness. Namaste.